নমস্কার, আপনারা দেখছেন Rplus নিউজ আর বাংলা বলছে নিয়ে রয়েছি আপনাদের সঙ্গে আমি প্রবীর। আজকে বেশ কিছু খবর রয়েছে, তবে সব খবরকে বলে হয় এই মুহূর্তে ধামা চাপা দিয়েছে কাতার বিশ্বকাপ। তার কারণ আজকে কাতার বিশ্বকাপের দুটি কোয়ার্টার ফাইনাল ম্যাচ, এবং সেই দুটি কোয়ার্টার ফাইনাল ম্যাচেই নামছে বিশ্বের ঠিক দুটি ভাগে বিভক্ত হয়ে যায় বিশ্বের মানুষ, বিশ্ববাসী। যে দুটি দল, যে দুটি প্লেয়ার, সেই নেইমার এবং মেসি, অর্থাৎ যথাক্রমে এক থেকে ব্রাজিল আর এক থেকে আর্জেন্টিনা, দুটি দল আলাদা আলাদাভাবে মুখোমুখি। আর এইটা নিয়েই এখন আমরা আলোচনা করব। আমাদের সঙ্গে স্টুডিওতে রয়েছেন আমাদের স্পোর্টস জার্নালিস্ট মৈনাক মিত্র, রয়েছেন আমাদের সঙ্গে, এবং আমাদের সঙ্গে রয়েছেন সুদূর ব্রাজিল থেকে কলকাতা ময়দানে একসময় খেলে যাওয়া প্রাক্তন ফুটবলার Doglus da Silva. Doglus, welcome to our TV show.
Good evening to you all.
Good evening, Doglus. আমি মৈনাক, আমি প্রথমেই তোমার কাছ থেকে যে বিষয়টা জানতে চাইব যে আজকের এই ম্যাচ কতটা উন্মাদনা, কারণ গত কয়েকদিন ধরেই কিন্তু দেখছি আজকের এই কোয়ার্টার ফাইনাল দুটি ম্যাচ রয়েছে। একদিকে ব্রাজিল খেলতে নামবে ক্রোটদের বিরুদ্ধে, অপরদিকে আর্জেন্টিনা খেলতে নামবে। অর্থাৎ আজকের এই ম্যাচ কতটা
গুরুত্বপূর্ণ তো নো ডাউট বলতেই হবে, তার কারণ একটা দল ব্রাজিল সবসময় এগিয়ে থেকে শুরু করে নকআউট রাউন্ডের ম্যাচে, তো সেই জায়গা থেকে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ বটেই। তবে ব্রাজিল কিন্তু অবশ্যই ক্রোয়েশিয়ার বিপক্ষে তারা হট ফেভারিট হিসেবে মাঠে নামছে, প্রথম 4টে ম্যাচেই তারা বুঝিয়ে দিয়েছে। আরও ভালোই কথাটা ডগলাস বলতে পারবে যে ব্রাজিল আজকে যে এগিয়ে থেকে শুরু করছে বা করছে না, এটা ঠিক কেন? ডগলাস, দিস ইজ মৈনাক হিয়ার। আই উড লাইক টু নো ওয়ান থিং, দ্যাট ডু ইউ থিঙ্ক দ্যাট ব্রাজিল will start the match as the favorites? I mean, though Croatia have also won their last match, but Brazil is today's favorite, not only from the fan side but from the analytical portion as well.
Yes, well, we all know that right now the Brazilians, they are playing a good football, and they are expected that. Not only a good show, but they are expected that they can win the match and play a good game like before. So the way they have played last match, they have sacrificed us a lot. That's what we are expected from today. But we all know that it's a very tough match, because Croatian team is a very good side.
Douglas, we have seen you playing in India. Whenever you played, you have never lost a derby, and you are one of the most favorite player of both East Bengal and Monman supporters. You have played in both defense and in the defensive midfield role as well. So do you think that in today's match it will be the midfield, I mean those 6 midfielders of 3 from Brazil, 3 from Croatia, that will be the make the difference in today's match? Because in this way game will much more be dependent on midfield as well, because you can see Croatia attacking lineup is very good with Perisic is there, Kovacic is there. On the other hand, in the Brazil lineup you can see Richarlison, Rafinha Jr. So it will be much a midfield related game today's match.
See, it is every team, you know, the midfield is the most important part of one football team. Everything starts from the midfield. It's like a heart of the heart of our body. It depends on it. But like right now, the Brazil team, they have a good balance, and the way that they are breaking all the line is from the wings. Of course, all the situation is start from, they create the situation from the midfield, but they will not change. They will start using the both fronts, using Vinicius Junior from the left side and Rafinha from the right side. That is the main point of Brazil. But of course, everything starts from the midfield, and we have to take care of the midfield of Croatian team. It will be a good show, but I don't think so in the first half it will be a very open match. Both teams will take care for the marking. They are trying to hold the ball. That is what Croatian team they want to do from today. They want to keep the ball the much more time that they can. That is the main point of today's match. We have to take the ball from them quickly and start playing from the wing, from the front, sorry.
মৈনাক, তুমি বলছো বটে, আমি একটা বিষয় জানবার চেষ্টা করবো যে 27 বছরের গোলকিপার লিভাকোভিচ, বিলো 30, ম্যাক্সিমাম কিন্তু ক্রোয়েশিয়ার প্লেয়ারদের এজ অ্যাভারেজ 30+ কতটা দৌড়তে পারবে তারা অপোনেন্ট টিম ব্রাজিলের শখে?
Yes.
অবশ্যই ডগলাস মনে হয় আরও ভালোই বলবে কথাটা, কারণ ডগলাস যে টাইমে খেলতে এসছে আর লেট 30s-এ ডগলাস। সো হোয়াট ইউ থিঙ্ক, আই মিন which of the team, Croatia's average age of the footballers is nearly 30+. So while if you see Brazilian side,
Yes, I got what he said.
yeah,
That is one of the point. That is one of the main point that Brazil team they want to attack from the beginning of the match because they come from one extra time. As he said that the age of Croatian team is over 30, and the main point is all the players that over age is in the midfield, and Brazil team they are young and very fast. So at the moment, the Brazil team they are in the best level in physical level in the physical fitness of Brazil. It's one of the best in the tournament right now. So that is what the Brazilian coach they want. They want to play fast passes, not to hold so much of the ball, and they want to make the Croatian team be tired very soon. It is one of the biggest advantage for today's match. Because they are a little bit over age, it does not mean that they are not full fit to play. They are fit to play, but few days ago they played the extra time. So the time to recover is very short. So that's why it is one of the advantage for the Brazilian team for today's match.
খুব দামি একটা কথা বললো প্রবীরদা, ডগলাসকে দেখতে পেলাম। ডগলাস বললো যে আর যেহেতু গত ম্যাচটায় ক্রোয়েশিয়াকে পুরো 120 মিনিটের শেষ পর্যন্ত লড়তে হয়েছে, ফলে একটা দিক দিয়ে ঠিক যেমন দলটা 120 মিনিট খেলার জন্য কতটা ফিট সেটা তাদের কোচ জ্লাতকো দালিচ তিনি বুঝতে পেরেছেন, একই রকমভাবে কিন্তু তিনি এটাও বুঝতে পেরেছেন যে তার যে দলের ফিটনেস সেইটাও কিন্তু চূড়ান্ত পর্যায়ে থাকতে পারে না। তার কারণ একটা দলের যখন ফুটবলারদের গড় বয়স 30+ বলা হচ্ছে, ব্রোজোভিচ বলো, কামারিচ বলো, পেরিসিচ বলো, লুকা মদ্রিচ বলো, লভরেন বলো, প্রত্যেকেই প্রায় 30-র কাছাকাছি বয়স বা তার বেশি। তো সেই জায়গা থেকে তারা যে এক্সট্রা হার্ডওয়ার্ক বা ওয়ার্কলোডটা গত ম্যাচে নিয়েছে, সেই জায়গা থেকে আজকের ম্যাচেও যদি ম্যাচ 120 মিনিটে গড়ায় তাহলে কিন্তু তাদের পক্ষে খুব সমস্যারই হবে। রাদার
হতোদ্যম হয়ে পড়া আমাদের বাংলা ভাষায় যেটা বলতো, কিন্তু একটা ঘটনা আমি মেনে নিয়েছি 30+ এজ, আমি এটাও যখন আমি প্রশ্নটা করেছি 30+ এজ তাদের অ্যাভারেজ, তার পাশাপাশি এটা কিন্তু এক্সপিরিয়েন্সেরও কিন্তু একটা দাম আছে। অর্থাৎ সবসময় যে তাকে দৌড় এবং দৌড় হতে হবে তার কিন্তু কোনো মানে নেই মইনাক।
একদমই, এটা ডগলাসই বলুক। ডগলাস, হোয়াট ইউ থিঙ্ক, আই মিন Croatian side is much more experienced team rather than Brazil, the younger team. Though there is two midfield maestro in Brazil, we can see Casemiro, former Real Madrid footballer who has been playing in Manchester United this time, and on the other side in Croatia it's Luka Modric is there, who is also playing in Real Madrid in the first team as well. So more of a experienced or inexperienced duel. I mean, who will be a bit ahead in today's match? I mean, while in fitness issues you said that Croatia will be a bit as the underdog, but while in if you talk about experience, I mean, though Alisson Becker plays for we everyone know in Liverpool, Neymar is in PSG, I mean all of the Brazil football stars are playing in one of the biggest clubs in Europe. So do you think that inexperience should also might also cost them the match, I mean make them hard for today's match?
See, the experience always sometimes make the difference. But you can see in our Brazilian team, the Brazil team, most of them have played the World Cup before. I don't think so the experience will make the difference. But what makes the difference in today's match since from the beginning, the way that they are playing. Some of the Brazilian players, they are playing the first time in the World Cup. But previous, you see where they are playing, as you said. Vinicius, they won so many cups with Real Madrid. Rafinha, they are playing the Premier League in England. So experience they have, okay. Of course, in the World Cup, it's the first time of them. But suppose that if the experience make the difference for the Brazilian team, we should have seen that from the first half. But the Brazilian team, they are very light. They are enjoying. That is the main thing that he is saying to the team. First, you have to enjoy. After that, what will be happen? It is depends the way that we play. Of course, sometimes on the match, on the pressure, some of them they have the experience to have this before. Suppose that the Brazilian team, if they are losing the match in the second half by 1 goal, the experience of some player like Casemiro, Thiago, some of them, it will be good for us. Of course, if the Croatian team, they are losing the match, they always keep the concentration. It's more easy for those who are more experienced because they had this situation from before. That's why we are a little bit worried about what. Suppose the Croatian team scored the first goal. Let's see what will be the reaction of the Brazilian players.
Douglas,
But they had it before in their own club. But let's see how will be the reaction on Brazilian team with the Brazilian team.
yes, because in last 2 decades we have seen several icons like Ronaldinho was there, Adriano was there, Luis Fabiano was there, Baptista was there, but never they have taken the World Cup. I mean, except Ronaldinho. So it would be hard. I mean, they will be already applying for their trade. I mean, they should like to win it for this time because it's been 20 years since they won the last match. Douglas, what do you think? I mean, Brazil is the clear favorite in today's match, but do you think that is it the reserve bench which have made them the favorite? I mean, in the first match we have seen when Neymar, Luis Paqueta, Richarlison, they all left the ground. Those the players who came in the field was Gabriel Jesus, Rodrigo, Alexander was there. I mean, whole first 11 was ready in the reserve bench as well. So the reserve bench is also a good option for Tite. That's why the Brazil team has such a depth in both in all attacking side or defense or midfield. So reserve bench is a big factor. I mean, big thing to cash for Tite in today's match as well.
You see, it is the first time in Brazil team. We all are the 99% of the population in Brazil. They are so happy with the squad that is selected for the World Cup. So, a part of the first 11, we have another team from the bench. They can make the difference, like Rodrigo. We have seen Martinelli, who plays for Arsenal right now. Okay, we have in our defensive part, we have Bremer, who plays for Juventus. You know, this time, if Brazil have the balance of the team is quite similar. And we have seen the match that we lost to Cameroon by 1-0. You have seen how many chances Brazil has created, like it's like an open chance. Of course, some part of them, it was the first time they played together. But you have seen lots of players when they came for the situation, they played so well. So today, Tite have in his hand at least 6-7 players that can make the difference who came from the bench. That is the balanced team in this World Cup. They are making the difference because some games ago, the Brazil team have some problem with Neymar, with Alexandro. Again, we lost the other left back. So there is lots of options Tite have in his hand right now. It is one of the biggest advantages as well for the Brazil team. They only not expected from only 11 players, but the full squad that they have in the bench. You have seen another example. It is the first time that Brazil has used the 3 goalkeepers. In the tournament, Brazil has played that they have fielded all 3 goalkeepers. It never ever happened before.
And 3 of them are world class goalkeeper. I mean, Ederson is there from Manchester City, Alisson Becker is there from Liverpool. We have already seen Dida was there in 2002. Later we see Julio Cesar. But you said the right. I mean, we have never seen 3 first team goalkeeper. I mean, we can come in the first 11 any time of the moment. Even we have seen Ederson coming in the last match. So in the second half when Brazil was leading 4-1. So one thing I would like to know, Douglas, I mean, if you see last match, lots of chances were created by Brazil. Richarlison, Vinicius Junior, they all of them played very nice, very beautiful football, which have make us as a fan of Brazil football, as a fan of the football, we have been very glad. But do you think, I mean, the way Richarlison have missed some open seaters, I mean, chance have been created by Brazil in enormous time. I mean, not once or two, it's been either 20 times or 15 chance created. But the way Brazil have converted the first half of the Switzerland match was very great. I mean, 4-0 up in the first half, that's great. But in the second half, they played it by intentionally. I mean, they were giving a bit of loose, they were playing with their calm so that they don't show their trump card, all their powers in the pre-quarter round, so that everyone, all of the rivals should know their power? Either this, or do you think it was some of the overconfidence which have also let them down in the second half, because Richardson has missed quite a couple of chances? And my second question will be that how does the coach, I mean Tite, will be guiding them or giving them vocal tonic for today's match? Because if those chances, the way they missed the chances in the last match, if those happen in Croatia match, it must cost them hard.
See, now in these two particular words I'm talking as a coach. You know, there is some strategy. Then the first half over finished, the Brazilian team was leading by 4 goals. So he was thinking about the next match already. Then he had a talk with the players. Of course, if you can score more goals, fine. But avoid injury. You just play passes, keep the ball, because it's a kind of training as well. Of course, they are not training the match, but they play more passes. They hold more the ball. 2-3 passes. They went to support. They have a chance to score. Again, they come back with the ball to the defensive line. Again, they play passes. They always used to shift the ball more. But suppose that if you need to win the match, if suppose the match was not 4-0, of course they should play attacking football. But in that particular match, they was holding the physical level for suppose if they want to. Suppose if today Brazil needs to play extra time, who will be more fresh, Brazil or Croatia?
Brazil.
Of course, the Brazilian team, because in the second half it was like a practice.
Yes.
Moinak,
the second half, it was a strategy of the coach. He not took it easy, but he told them to hold and play more passes. That's why they make the ball running, not the players. Sometimes we used to this word to talk with our players. Make the ball running, not the players. Then it will be easy and the opponent will run more.
Right.
Moinak, আজকে আরেকটা ম্যাচ আছে, সেই ম্যাচটা নিয়েও আমরা একটুখানি আলোচনা সেরে নেব। Doglus, today another match is there between Argentina and Netherlands. What kind of strategy should adopt the Messi and company to beat Dutch team?
See, what I got from him is talking about Holland and Argentina for today's match, right?
Yeah.
In that, there is two different things. Argentina have a very strong attacking line, but the defensive part of Argentina, it is very weak. That is my view, and everyone talking about that. And Holland team, they have a strong defensive line. He has one of the biggest and the best defender in the world, Van Dijk, along with their teammates. Holland have more the balanced team. They have a strong defensive part. They have a strong midfield and they have a strong attacking line. So what will be happen? I don't think so. Argentina will go full to attack. Of course, they depend a lot on Messi. Di Maria, he is coming back from injury. And they have lost at least 3-4 past 11 players. In today's match, in my opinion, there is a big advantage for Holland. But we all know that there is Messi. When you have Messi on the field, everything can be possible. So it will be a good match as well. Because we will see the best, one of the best attacking midfield with the best defensive line.
Right. Douglas, do you think there might be any chances of Brazil versus Argentina semi-final clash in the Qatar World Cup as well? I mean, if both the teams progresses from today's match, then they will meet. I mean, there would be the biggest rivalry, the biggest match of the Qatar Football World Cup. So, will you think that? Do you think that will there be any chances of Brazil versus Argentina semi-final clash?
Of course, it is possible if Argentina win the match in Brazil. Of course, the match will be played with Brazil and Argentina. But that is what some particular people, they want Brazil and Argentina. Because as we all know, it is like Indian Pakistan in cricket.
Yes, right.
So
I mean, you were there in Kolkata and India for so many years. You know our rivalry as well. Like East Bengal, Mohun
that
as
is
well.
what that is what we wanted. We wanted Argentina because in the couple of matches Brazil they played against Argentina, they won. But
It's time for your
football,
revenge as
everything.
well.
We are talking about Argentina and Brazil. But football, everything can be possible. There can be the semi-final, can be Croatia and Holland.
Yeah.
So that's why today we do one of the, for those who love football and all of, not only football but who love sports, it will be a great day because we play today. We feel all of it, Brazil, we will play after that. We will have another big match like Holland and Argentina.
Being a Latin American football lover, everyone of Kolkata and India will obviously like to see Brazil versus Argentina match, because like Douglas, you were there, Barreto was there from Brazil. So we both Indian and the Calcutta people have quite a great eternal relations with Brazil and Argentina as well. So we would love to see the heavyweight duel of Brazil Argentina in semi final. One last thing I would like to know is, do you feel that is there any for the European players or for the South American players, do you think it is becoming hard for them to perform in Asian climate? And in Qatar, it's very much heat. The climate condition is not very smooth, very cool and calm for the South American or African or European side. So, do you think that heat or climate condition is also an issue for them? I mean, in Argentina, first match they lost to Saudi Arabia, while in the last match Brazil side have also lost their match. There might be many changes in that match, but they lost their match to Cameroon. So it's been much more benefit for the African side rather than the European and American sides. I mean, South American sides.
See, I don't think so. It will be the advantage because all the Qatar stadiums they have air condition, the AC. But one thing is that for the European players, it is very tough to them because they have to practice in their own practice. For ground practice, there is no AC. And for the European players, you know, it is a little bit difficult because the season to them starts from the middle. You understand? And some of the players from South America, the season starts before. But I don't think so. It will be the advantage. What will make the difference if they are full fit, if they do whatever the coach wants them to do, if they do well, it will be the difference. Nowadays, I don't think so that it will be the problem. What will be the problem, as I said before, is the condition of the physical level, the physical fitness level of the player. But everyone knows that, everyone saw the condition of the player. You know, like one example I'll give you guys. One player with 39 years old like Daniel Alves. The match that he played against Cameroon, you know how many kilometers he ran? He ran 10 kilometers and 800 meters. It is every player have their own GPS. That is one of my friends asked to the Brazil because one of the physical trainer in the Brazil team, he was my physical trainer from before. And we had some contact over there. One guy with 39 years old, he had run near to 11 kilometers in one match. That is the meaning, he is full fit. Maybe he is not in his best technical moment, but physical fit, he is full fit, as another players as well. But they are fresh. The Croatian team, they are not so fresh. And the age also. Suppose in the second half, it will be difficult to them to defend. Like when Brazil played against Serbia team. Serbia team have done perfect the defensive part from the first half and first 20 minutes of the second half. But after that, they are totally tired. Then Brazil took that advantage.
Right.
That is what Brazil has to do today.
Okay.
Douglas, now the time is up. Brazil and Croat, who will we win? What do you think?
My prediction for today's match is 2-0.
Brazil, obviously.
Obviously. And another match, Argentina and Netherlands.
And Holland and Argentina, 2-1 for Holland.
2-1 for Holland. For
Yes.
many thanks, Douglas.
And one last thing I would like to thank Douglas personally, because he is someone we all Kolkata people love him a lot. I mean, he is the only player in the history of the Calcutta Derby who have never lost a derby, both for East Bengal and Mohun Bagan. And he was the man, I mean, who saved the life of Devjit in the Asian Cup. We remember, I mean, we were in childhood, we used to see the matches of in Jakarta in ASEAN Cup. So at that time, Douglas is the one person who have saved the life, and that's a great big thing. So we everyone know how much a big heart does Douglas have. And thank you very much, and namaskar from our side.
Thank you so much. It's always lovely to talk with Indian people, especially people from Kolkata. I love you all.
Thanks.
থ্যাংকস ডগলাস। ধন্যবাদ মৈনাকেও আমাদের সঙ্গে আজকের এই আলোচনা বাংলা পুলসের একেবারে প্রথম পর্বে আজকে যে দুটি ম্যাচ রয়েছে এটা নিয়ে আলোচনার জন্য আমরা আরও খবর নিয়ে ফিরে আসি, তবে তার আগে এখন সময় ছোট্ট একটা বিরতির সঙ্গে থাকুন।